Good morning, and welcome to the breakfast chat. I'm being real optimistic that AT&T will allow me to have a good enough signal to do this. So when you do pop in chat, if you can let me know if I'm 5x5 or 5x4 or just a freeze frame. So I'll wait a few minutes for people to pop in. Hopefully all is going well. I got the phone in a decent area for it, so I got somebody popped in. Thanks for joining in, MacBean Scottish Fitness. And please pop in and let me know if I'm 5x5. Sometimes I'll be talking here and like people are going, nah, nobody can hear you. And then that's kind of embarrassing. So I will go on the premise that everything is fine because I do have someone who's already voted. So we're going to talk about eggs and attitude. So we're going to start with eggs. They're getting to be rare to get. Now, not rare in the store, but these are the ones I get from my neighbor. All right. And I get them for less money than what they buy in the store. And they are also fresher and better for you. In the store, a dozen eggs are almost $6 a dozen now. In other areas, I've heard a little bit less. In other areas, I've heard a little bit more. But we can agree that eggs have gotten pricey. So now eggs have a new name called blood clot helper. Okay, my opinion, I've been eating eggs for a long time, and I eat a lot of eggs. No blood clots. But it seems funny, humorous, and when eggs are getting very expensive and it's being thrown in a lot of the leadership's face, all of a sudden this study comes out, oh, they're bad for you. Eggs are your best all-around source of clean carbohydrates, aminos, and protein. All right, it does the body good, just like milk. Milk is the other thing. Milk is, it's went up a little bit, but not as much as eggs have. Breads went up a little bit, meats have went up, but the one thing is it seems like eggs have went up a lot. And I just want to tell everybody, listen, they keep having studies, they're good for you, they're bad for you, they're good for you, they're bad for you. You never know. All right, I've been eating a long time. I think they're good for you. I'll boil a bunch of them up. I'll take the yolks out of a few of them sometimes, but really, rest and exercise and taking your vitamins and minerals will help your cholesterol more than anything. So we're going to do some eggs today. I also have some baked ham. It's not spam. It's baked ham. And I don't eat these often. Maybe once a month, if that. But they do store for a long time. This one has a best by date. Why do I say best by date? Because it's not an expiration date. You can go beyond this date. All right. But then you want to give it a smell test and possibly the nutrition of the value starts to go down a little bit. But this is good until May 24th of this year. So the egg, what am I going to fry it in? I'll fry it in bacon grease. All right, bacon grease is better for you than oils are. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start the water boiling for the eggs. All right. So we get that boiling. I want to bring the water up to a boil, and then I'll put the eggs in there for about 9 minutes. And then while I'm cooling it down, I'll probably fry up the ham. So make sure you put in the comments in there, say hello to everybody else. So far, what is the poll saying? I got, looks like 2/3 of the vote say nutrition, and 1/3 of the vote says all of the above. We will talk about that later. Hopefully I just didn't vote. Don't want to vote on my own poll. So that's the eggs part. Are eggs bad for you? No, they're not, my opinion. Okay? It's funny when something gets expensive or something becomes part of the I don't know what you would call it, conversation on Twitter, which is something I try to stay away from because there are a lot of idiots on Twitter. All of a sudden it's bad for you. Eggs are fine for you. All right, this is a little high in salt, but I don't put salt on any of my other foods, so I can deal with this once in a blue moon. What do we do when I'm not lifting and I want to just relax? I read books. Okay, I try to stay away from TV as much as possible. And number one, the shows are unrealistic. You know, there's no such thing as a reality show when you have a camera in front. People act the fool, my opinion. So here I got a couple books here. Tanguinus, part of the 40K series. Centurine, another one in the Horus Heresy ones, which I'm in Horus Heresy series, which I enjoy. I did pick one up from John Davis, his first one, Gunship. And then for some learning ones, I picked up The Guerrilla's Guide to the Baofeng Radio. I have a few of those. I need to learn more about them. Steve Lyons, how you doing? Is that a gas stove you're using there? Why, yes. There's. Oh no, the fumes, they got me. Gas stoves, and I also got blood clot helper. What will I do next? Well, when you're chopping up meat, you want to make sure you've got a good kitchen utensil to chop that meat up. This isn't it, okay? But this is a blade my buddy brought back from Afghanistan, and it's got a serious edge on it. It's old. I haven't treated it. I've just taken some fine sandpaper to get some of the rust off. I put an edge on it. It's supposed to be from the Byzantine Wars. Is it? I don't know. It looks like it is. It definitely has the feeling that it's been in war. But when I do want to sit there and slice things up, I go to my buddy Lucky O'Day for Cutco knives. All right. Very good cutlery. Steve Lyons, you've had yours for over 40 years, if I remember correctly. And now we have 4 pieces. 2 I bought just because I like them so much. This is like the best peeler ever. I love this peeler. I'll be showing this a few times. And these are the ones I use for preparing the foods. So the other ones he sent me. So he sent me 2, and I bought one. Here it is. And I really do enjoy them. Matter of fact, I should text them saying I'm on a live stream. Hang on a second. All right. So now we're going to talk about attitude. Attitude is a part of your life. Your life can be happy or it can be sad, depending on how you want to look at it a lot of times. Hey, Ethan, how we doing? I'm feeling much better. I think I am on the tail end of this damn flu. Still got some sinuses going, but they seem to be clearing up. Took a hot shower this morning to get all that stuff to break out of there. I'm feeling much more energetic. I went in the gym yesterday and just did some light workouts. And that really helped me out. I'm glad I got in there. If I would have missed a third day, I think I would have been really, really angry at myself. So, yeah, I got eggs. You're rolling cash, man. That's right. I went to Kroger. Actually, I get these from the farmer. Still got to get a quail egg supplier here one of these days. So I'm doing much better. I'm going to go back. I'm going to go to the gym and do another live stream later on this afternoon before I go to work. It will be chest. I don't think I'm going to go heavy. I think I'm going to do reps. And then Monday, come at it with a new passion, new attitude. So remember, if you're interested in it, see my buddy at Cutco Knives. I've got his information in my description in many of my videos. I really, really like this for peeling potatoes. This is my by far favorite now. And I use this one for just about slicing anything else up. So attitude. Attitude is going to be key in staying in shape. It really is. People say, well, it's easy for you. You're in shape and it's easy to stay that way. Wrong. Okay. I know how to stay in shape, but I have the same issues every day as anybody else. I get up and go, man, it would be nice just to, boy, this baby, wasn't sure if this was going to open up or not. Just kick back and relax. It'd be nice just to sit there and get on the Xbox, play Skyrim all morning. And there's days for that. Today's not one of them. So, attitude. I know a lot of people that watch this channel. One the other day was talking about just didn't really feel it. Suffers of depression. So he really wasn't motivated. But he went and worked out anyway. He pushed through it and he had a great workout. Like that, shoulder presses. See the shoulder presses where he did a set of 4 at 205, a set of 3 at 225. That's huge. Okay, did try for new PR, didn't get it. No problem. If you ain't trying, you don't know what your limits are. Just rethink it and go back at it again. All right, so even though this individual is probably suffering things that I don't suffer with, he still got it done. So somebody like that can get it done. We all can. Now, can we all do what I do? Can we all do what Michael does? No, probably not. We can do something. Go for a walk, go for a hike. Take out a bicycle, do yard work, do garden work. That's all exercise. Just walk around the property, wander aimlessly. Lifting light weights. Doing deep knee bends, doing high knee raises, whatever. Get yourself moving. Once you start moving, you will feel better about yourself. And once you feel better about yourself, you're able to accomplish more things. So when people say, well, I'm going to wait, I'll start, I'll get to it today. Today is the day to do it. It doesn't mean you reinvent yourself. All right, I'm going to do everything after I've been doing. You can't do that. But you start. You start by giving up soda. You start by drinking less beer. You start by eating a little bit healthier, maybe having a salad, a couple times a week. You start by, when I eat my salads, I don't use salad dressing. The salad's really healthy for you until you dump a half a ton of ranch on it. It tastes good. I use ranch for other things. So I got my water boiling. So since I got my water boiling, it's time to put the eggs in there. All right. To keep myself from harm, I use me little tongs and I put them in there gently. I only got 5 eggs left. So I'm only going to cook up 3 of them, and save a couple in case the wife wants to bake me some brownies or something. She does that from time to time. And I'll let her know I saved her a couple eggs in case she wanted to make some sort of dessert. And we'll see if she gets that hint. So we just brought it in. We'll fire up the other burner and get the grease melted. Yeah, when you put cold eggs into boiling water, it stops boiling for a minute or two. So I'll wait a little bit, see it starting to roll boil, and I set the timer. So they say 8 minutes, 40 seconds. I set it for 9 minutes. Close enough. Now, to make things easier to peel, I always repurpose things. I got water in here. I'm going to add ice to it. So I'm going to have an ice bath. So when it gets done, I'm going to dump it in here. It's going to cool the egg really quickly. And the whole idea is supposed to pull the eggshell away from the rest of the egg, making it easier to peel. So far, it's been pretty good. I got the ice in there. Woo! Got my little ice bath going. One of my little things I got from my last Pheasants Forever banquet. I'm going to check the dates on it and see if I want to take a vacation day for that, because I would have to go to it. Would like to go to it. It's just I spend so much money. Come on now. There we go. So, I got this Armor treat. All right. Once again, I'm using my nice blade to cut it up, to fry it up from Cutco Knives. Of egg smuggling. There we go. Yeah, I've already stopped coming. Yep. So much for New Year's resolution. And that's my feeling. If you wait till New Year's to do something to improve your health, my opinion, 90% of the time you're kidding yourself. Not going to happen. All right? If you just walk into the gym today and say, you know, I want to get better, I'm not waiting to New Year's, I say you got at least a 50-50. If you wait till New Year's, at best, and I'm being probably generous, at best you have maybe a 10% chance. But yes, Steve, I've noticed that also. Most of those newbies that showed up, they're already gone. What happens is they get sore. They say, well, I'm going to take a day off. And you never see them again. And we do that. And we should. We try to be helpful to the new ones when they ask questions. But it is what it is. They show up. They do a couple days of exercises, maybe a week. Some will get a trainer. I call it trainers predators when they see them. You know, it's like get it while the getting's good. I know every time I go to work out in a new gym, they want me to work with a trainer. I'm like, folks, I appreciate it, but your trainer and I work out differently. I lift more than he does. Now, will his endurance be better? Probably. That's what they're trying to put you through. Well, these little endurance little shots. I'm like, man, I don't want to go do that. I won't do that. I'm not an endurance guy. I'm a power lifter. And that's why I go for my hikes, to help my endurance. But you're right. They're bye-bye, you know, which is sad, but it is the nature of the beast. So attitude. You have to have a proper mental attitude to be able to do things. You have to be positive about things. You have to stop using the word can't or never. All right, and I did call Michael out on one, and I know he was feeling a bit down, so I did it to try to motivate him, and I think he took it that way from his response. You know, he missed on 275. Hey, I missed on 275 too. It seems like different gyms I can do different weights, different equipment, different bars, different angles, whatever. I told him don't use the word never. Let's say I'm going to revisit this at a later time. Because boy, spring's going to start hitting, that sun's going to be shining more often, which helps you anyway. That sunshine is going to boost your energy levels. And you'll find out those things that you were struggling for in the winter are now easy. Like, boom, man, this was easy. You got to keep going. You got to keep at it. Don't stop. So here's my lineup. Here is what helped me get over the flu bug that my wife generously gave back to me. All right. So first of all, in the lineup, vitamin C. Now, a couple ways you can attack it with this, and I did change it up from a subscriber, which I thank her for mentioning it, where she says instead of taking a large dose, the vitamin C doesn't store, so about every 2 hours she takes a vitamin C. So I did that. About every 2 hours, I was taking about 500 to 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C. Once in the morning, once in the night, I was taking zinc. In the morning, I take it by itself. At work, I have one that also has magnesium and calcium in it. And then I was taking like 5,000 of these twice a day, sometimes 10. You don't want to overdo this because there is a limit. About 30,000 units, they say, is not micrograms, units. You shouldn't go over that. And of course, for my cholesterol and blood circulation health and heart health, arginine. I do take a lot of this every day. So Monday I had a good workout. Tuesday morning I woke up and I said, the wife got me. I know I was feeling bad. So I did work out, rested, hot shower, get everything flowing, and taking the vitamins and eating good nutrition. Still went to work, even though I really didn't feel like it. To be honest with you, the other day I could have took off. But I decided I'm going to work anyway. I knew what I had because, the wife had it. She stayed home 2 days because it got to the point where she had to go get antibiotics, and I was hoping I did not have to go get antibiotics. So looks like so far I'm good. So I really was concentrating on hitting these heavily, getting a lot of rest, getting at least 8 hours of sleep, sometimes 8.5. Really can't sleep anything past that. Stayed out of the gym Wednesday. I was still feeling bad, but still went to work. Yesterday, I was feeling better. I went to the gym. I had a nice light workout with one back exercise and one bicep exercise, which I did probably about 7-8 sets of each one. And I'm really glad I did. I felt better about it. And today, I can definitely tell that I have more energy, so I'm going to go on my bench. I think 315 might be as heavy as I go. It's going to be probably more about reps, which actually is sometimes more of a difficult workout. So, you got to change things. Got to change them around. So, as to the poll, what is more of a poll? Rest, nutrition, exercise, or all of the above? It's all of the above. Now, it's good to have, if you're saying 2 out of 3 ain't bad, like that song from Meatloaf. Well, it's better than none out of 3. I'll agree with you. But I've had a lot of people going, man, how do you, maintain this? And I'll ask them, well, tell me about, number 1, your nutrition. Number 2, your sleeping habits. And then your exercise. Exercise is the last thing I talk about. Because if they're in the gym, any exercise is good. It really is. So it's usually rest and nutrition. And that's what I find. That is where they'll say, yeah, I'm only getting about 4 hours sleep. Or, yeah, I'm not eating very well. Almost every time that is the case. It doesn't do to sit there and get all this exercise done and then kill your gains by not eating proper nutrition. So here I'm going to pull out. Damn, I almost need to use that. So the MacBean is really there to add to the protein intake. Between the 3 eggs, that's about 18 grams of protein. The milk that I haven't been drinking lately because when you are fighting the cold and flu, dairy products tend to stuff you up a little bit. So I was staying away from it a little bit, but I'm feeling better. So I will have some milk. That'll be about 20 grams, it'll be about 38 a.m., probably number 6, about 44 grams, which is about all the body's going to handle anyway. So generally between about 30 to 50 grams is all you can digest in a meal. So let me know if I'm still 5x5. Somebody could give me a 5x5 and let me know that my signal is still good because the sun came up. Sometimes when it comes up, a signal goes down. So I'm going to set this for 3 minutes. That will cool it down sufficiently to do that. So if Steve or Ethan or Ray, if you could let me know if my audio and video is good. 5x5. Thanks, Steve. Appreciate it. Otherwise, I feel like I'm talking to myself or to the kids. So, a couple things. My daughter hopefully has posted her link on my information to her ST channel. I will, and I'll talk to her later on today and see if she has. She has the ability to do it. And audio sounds fine. Good. 3x3, but that's your dorm at home. There you go. 'Tis true, about as good as it gets. So, one thing about boiled eggs is less dishes. Quick rinse. Hey, I'm done. There's always that curiosity because I come home, there's lots of dishes. I make a plate. I make a glass. And maybe a fork. And a coffee cup. So that's it. When I come home, man, there's like 15 silverware, about 5 cups, 3 plates, a bowl. I just can't understand it. I don't know where all that comes from. Now here's my shirt from my Senior Olympics. And remember, come July, I have my National Senior Olympics, which I've already paid for. Well, some of you helped me pay for it, but I had to kick in some of my own money too, but no big deal. I do appreciate those who have donated to that cause. And I appreciate everybody else that continues to show up on my chat and continues to hit the thumbs up and subscribe and share. And also helps my channel. But actually, my next paycheck from YouTube, which only took me 4 months, will go in my savings towards that trip. So they're now saying they're paying on shorts. We'll have to see how well that works out. I did upload some of my, and I called them blast from the past. So they were videos from 2 years ago when I was at my top form. And I did mention that in the description, and I did mention it in a few videos, but there's a few people going, oh man, great to see you're back. You know, I'm not. I'm close. 430 is actually my top bench right now. And today, like I said, it'll be just reps, because I'm going to go to the Pontiac gym. And the Pontiac gym is I'll be lucky if I get a spotter. That's just the way that one is. If I get a spotter, I'm good to go. If I don't get a spotter, then I know I have to cut the reps short. This part of being a power lifter. Oh, the sacrifices we must make, which are very few. So I do also, my Instagram's growing. With growth comes silly comments. And I've been getting my share of them. But most of the other subscribers shut them down. I don't know. Those are real weights. Very easy to see. You can tell some of these people have never been in different gyms. Well, that one's got holes in it. Yeah, they make them like that. Dumbass. I hate to call people dumbasses, but when you're being a dumbass, I'm going to call you a dumbass. And then you're going to make this comment for the world to see. So it's like, okay, I don't know what I'm talking about, but now I am going to sit there and make a comment so everybody else knows so too. 225 by 25 and 315 by 10. That would actually is not a bad goal to aspire to, especially when Michael did 225 by 21. I think he did 21 or 22 with no warm up. People like him, it keeps pushing me. So once again, my blades from Afghanistan, and everybody provided for me the books, some of the books that I read. The vitamins, ta-da-ta-da, it helped me shape the flu in about 3 days. That's pretty good. Am I 100%? No, but I'm doing far better than I was. So remember, C, zinc, and vitamin D3 are the main ones. Now that's not, it is, and it's sharp. I ain't a whistle and Dixie. I'll be honest with you, when I hold this knife, it's got the brass inlays in it, in a language I can't read. It feels like this knife was in war. That this blade has done violence. Why I like it. And I keep it handy. That's one of the things, if you break in my house, if I don't want to shoot you, I will use this. Don't want to break in this house. Christopher, how are we doing? Good morning. Thanks for joining in. So the books I read, the vitamins that keep me healthy, I do have other vitamins in there too. But these are the ones I do every day. And I do a multivitamin. But I also will do vitamin E. Not daily, because it's in my multivitamin, but I will do it. And I'll do a vitamin K once a week, and I'll do an iron once a week. Learn to go on my own. How we doing? Welcome. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate it. Go ahead and hit the thumbs up and put your opinion on the poll, what you think is important. There are really no wrong answers there. So now I'm going to peel the eggs. So the whole idea of that water bath is to cool the egg down rather quickly and make it easier to peel. Now when they demonstrate this, I just it slides right off. And, it never works like this demo. But it wasn't too bad. That was easy. I'm only doing 3 because I'm running low on eggs. These are going to be kind of a precious commodity. Why are eggs? $6 a dozen? I don't know, because you can. I remember it wasn't that long ago where you'd go and look and there were no eggs available. Well, now there seems to be eggs available. I guess the one thing is that the cheap eggs are only about 40 cents cheaper than the premium egg. So I think people now have caught on to the fact that, hey, let's just buy the premium eggs. Baking soda also makes boiled eggs easy to peel. Well, thanks for that. Now, do you just put a little in the water or a lot? Go, Lisa, thanks for dropping in, and thanks for the thing. I will try that. my next breakfast chat, I will try some baking soda. I think you can put the baking soda in the water then. I'll research it and see if I can find out how much. I have plenty of baking soda hanging around. It's kind of a handy product. I keep about, 5 or 6 of those around all the time. But I have noticed since I started doing the ice bath. Now, do you have to do an ice bath? Probably cold water would be okay too. But when I did research it, it was an ice bath, so that's what I used. So, folks, eggs are not causing the blood clots, okay? My opinion, but my family for generations have eaten lots of eggs. And I don't think on my side of the family, any of them ever had a blood clot. I mean, they obviously died of old age. But it wasn't a blood clot. So, hard-boiled eggs are easy. I like these. So I got them going. $900 cases. 900 egg smuggling. That's weird. That's the new black market, I guess. A drug has noticed that you have eggs. They're going to have to put you in jail. You with the heroin and fentanyl, just go on through. Don't worry about it. The eggs, you have to stay here. I'll have to look that up, Ray. The things that are happening, it is never would have guessed. Yeah, I'll be honest, I used to kind of chuckle at all these conspiracies until a lot of them start coming out true. It's almost a full tablespoon of salt and baking soda. I'll try it next time. Thank you for the idea. So, pour me some milk, get out my vitamins, and then probably, 11:22, probably about an hour and a half or so, I should be starting another live stream from the gym. And then from there, I'll probably upload some shorts later on this evening. Go. Got the vitamin C, which I do take heavy in the morning. I'll be honest with you, I've already taken one of these. There's zinc, which I'll do twice a day. One of those things you don't want to take too much of. Take a D. The L-Greens I usually take them before a meal. Try and take them while my stomach's mostly empty. So let's see how that baked ham was. Not bad. It's edible. One of the things I bought because they were on sale, but I only bought one of them. Anytime you try something new, because it's a good price, make sure that you only get one in case you find out you don't like it. So once again, my blade from Afghanistan, my buddy got me. It's mostly from the Byzantine Empire. Some of the books I read and the vitamins I take. If you have any questions, feel free to put them right in there. Today's going to be Rep Chest Day. If I do have a spotter, I may sit there and yeah, that is awesome. I will open that in another window. Nope, don't want to do that. because I'd be leaving. I'll have to come back to the replay and open that up. All right, I'm sure I'll be able to find it. Those darn egg smugglers. I'm also on Instagram under MacBean John. I might change that name if I can. And it's growing. And maybe in a year, I might start making some money from it. Who knows? My daughter has a Etsy account. And hopefully it should be in my information on my about. Hopefully she added it. Where she's selling t-shirts. Let me see if I can look it up real quick. Hello. All right, I'm back. So I sent her a message. Maybe she'll pop in. Unfortunately, the grandbaby has a cold. Poor little kid. And he's usually not allowed. But I was the baby. I guess that has changed. Okay, so we have, folks, so this is what the troll looks like. And it's actually a state and federal offense to try to be somebody else. So I don't know how many times we have to report this piece of shit. Yeah, don't time them out for 30 seconds. Just remove them. And see if I can go to his channel directly and report him. Yep, I can. So I will go to Shitbag's channel. Doesn't have any content. What a surprise. And I'll report user. Impersonating again. And if you go to his channel and report him also as impersonating somebody else, this should help. Impersonation. No, great. Choose one. Of course, my computer is not letting me see enough of it to actually report them. Dumbass. So I'll have to wait till I get on a regular one. I blocked him and reported him for harassment. See if you can also report him for impersonating me, because my laptop won't let me hit the submit button, Shane. I appreciate it. Yeah, so what you do is you go to his channel, then you'll see that it's just been made. And then what you need to do is you need to report him for impersonation. And I think that it can actually get him in trouble. And then Shane, if you want to put your Estia link on there for everybody to see, that's some cool shirts. Hopefully they'll come in today. So it means you had to subscribe, which would help get a little bit more information about them to be able to comment. I'm a 14-year-old that doesn't have a life. You should be able to because you're a moderator. So you can just put it in chat. Maybe just copy and paste it. Or just type in your description on it. So I take it, grandson has found his voice. So, thank you. So it's almost like you have to go and look at any of them. Channel doesn't have any content. Let's see when it was made. Looks like it was made today. So, guess what? We know what this person is. So, the nice thing about that is YouTube will finally be able to narrow them down and they can do federal things later. It's really, really too bad that somebody is that sad. So, young man, when you go make a new channel, I have ways of telling that you're not as clever as you think you are. So usually he'll go and make 4 or 5 emails and set these up, and this is what we'll get. Everybody, thanks for a thumbs up. Appreciate that. So the eggs, hard-boiled eggs are easy to make. Frying up the baked ham, bacon grease, my vitamins. All good nutrition. Remember my buddy at Cutco Knives, Lucky O'Day. So make sure you go and visit him. So this is his card. Of course, everything's backwards. But you can email him at luckyoday@gmail.com or at www.mycorep/lucky days. Cowboy hash, sausage, potatoes, bell peppers, and eggs, a little cheese and castro. That sounds good. That definitely sounds good. Oh, here we go. Okay, sweetheart. Looks like Mr. Garbage copied. No, that's you. All right, that's fine. Maybe. I gotta find out why it keeps doing that. Okay, so here's the problem is people like this end up basically having issues later on down the road. So he wants negative attitude because that's the only type he can get. I know. That's what a troll is. Negative attention, still attention. Such a sad life. But go ahead and report him anyway as impersonating you. Because eventually they do come down on him. That's what happens when parents don't supervise their children. This is why my kids were great. This is why none of them had a computer in their room while they were in school. And that breakfast done good. Beat it. Hey, Michael. Thanks for dropping in. So we have our troll. He's been back in briefly. He pretends he's me. He tries to pretend he's my daughter. So if you hear any, see any dumb comments, just ignore them. I got to get to a point where I can report them, though, because it really sucks that I can't do that. The screen won't give me enough room. But Jason, good morning. So we're talking about eggs and attitude. Eggs and attitude. So otherwise known as blood stop helper, which I don't believe that's the case. We're talking about the vitamins, C, D3, and zinc, and arginine. Really has helped me to kick my flu. And also, we're talking about attitude. And I was kind of in reply to your video yesterday, Michael, where you really didn't feel well, you didn't feel motivated, you were having a hard time, but you still got in there and you lifted and you did great. And I'm saying that's what people need to do. Because they need to, even when you don't feel the motivation, or even if you feeling down or depressed or whatever, the gym is going to help you. And like remember I said, even a bad workout is still a workout. I think you had a great one. So that 2 1/4 by 21, just jumping in there doing it, that was huge. And that's kind of going to be like the workout I do this later on this afternoon. It's probably going to be like that. Don't think I'll go heavy because I won't be at a gym where I really don't have spotters anyway. So we'll see how that goes. It's almost noon. I'll probably be heading there around 1 o'clock. And probably work out for about an hour and a half. Yeah, that 225 by 21, that was huge. I think your endurance is a little bit better than mine, but yes, you are a younger man. But you're killing it. I feel it. I definitely do. I took all that stuff cleared up and out of my throat. And definitely I had more energy. Tuesday I felt the worst. Even though I went to work, I was like, it would have been an easy day to stay home, but I didn't want to do that. So I toughed it out, and away I went. So I feel better. The weekend, don't know if we're going to be doing much. Any of the entertainment, any of the bands we like are playing at night, and I don't feel like driving up near Chicago and being out there late at night, but we'll see if Mama's motivated. If not, it'll probably just be local. I think the Outpost is supposed to have bands again, so that might be all right. Thanks for the thumbs up, everybody. Thanks for participating in the poll. So yeah, what's best for you? Rest, nutrition, exercise, or all the above? They're all good for you. All the above would be really what you want to do. But if you got 2 out of the 3, at least you're doing things right. But if you're wondering how come you're not making the gains or getting the results you want, usually one of those 3 are going to be off. So, if you're doing the exercises and you're eating well, but you're not getting enough rest, that's going to affect you. Or if you're not getting enough nutrition, that's going to affect you. If you're not doing proper exercise, that's going to affect you. If you're not doing any of them, well, you know where you're at. So everybody, I do appreciate you stopping in. Breakfast was good. I am going to sit there and relax a little bit, get dressed for work in the gym. And then when I mosey into town and hopefully I should be live streaming in about an hour and a half if all goes well. Yeah, continue to train, but be easy on it. Don't overdo it. All right, so everybody, thanks for joining in. Thanks for the thumbs up. And hopefully I'll see you in a little bit.